Hello, welcome back again to the Big Money Podcast series. This is a part of the Financially Fearless podcast. I am your host, Shannon DePalma, and in this series, I'm going to be walking you through the survival everyone's feeling about money and making you feel like you are in overflow and abundance right now, even with the economy and the way that it's going. So, if you're not familiar with me, hello, welcome to this podcast. Welcome to the series. My name is Shannon. I was a six-figure successful coach who was absolutely broke and didn't know how to save money or pay off debt. Once my daughter was born, I was able to pay off $25,000 of debt and save 6 months of business expenses, 6 months of personal expenses. And I have been on that path for about 5 years now. So my goal is to help six-figure breadwinning moms pay off debt and save money so they can live in the overflow of life, in their business, in their money, and in their homes. All right, so welcome back to this series. This is episode 2. If you haven't seen episode 1, go ahead and head back because it's all about zooming out, which I think all of us can use, especially right now. All right, so let's jump into today's topic, which is topic number 2 about planning money, planning our money, having a big picture plan. Because here's the thing, most women, even the clients I work with, six-figure breadwinning moms, think of budgeting as restriction, as limits. Spreadsheets and sacrifice is like the name of the game that they're thinking. Whenever I say the word budget, they immediately think, God, no, no, please, God, no. But what if budgeting could actually feel like clarity and expansion? What if your plan for money could feel like luxurious, playful, and strategic all at once? All at once, it could feel these ways. That's what big picture money is all about. It's all about getting you to feel that way. So here's what I see all the time. I work with six-figure breadwinning moms, right? On paper, they look like they're making an amazing amount of money. Okay. It's like, wow, you're making that much money. Your financial situation should be incredible, right? This is what I also love that, by the way. This is like a little side rant that I love when people hear about how much money someone is making, they immediately think that they are wealthy. No, that is not determined wealth. The true determination of wealth is how you manage that money. It's not about how much you make. All right. I should do a whole another episode on that. Okay. So, anyways, going back to my client, right? Looks amazing on paper. Income looks great. She's got money in, money out. She has no idea where it's going or what it's doing. She knows she should be more on top of that, but she's not really sure like how to start or what to do. She has savings, but she doesn't feel confident spending money, even though she has savings. It feels like her savings is just there and she doesn't know what to do with that. Her debt is like kind of there a little bit. She's got a little bit of debt. She really didn't get in too much debt. It's there and she really wants to be debt free, but she doesn't know how to start. And investing is not something she's doing right now. She's not investing for her kids' future. She may be investing for her future, but she just feels like she's missing out on investing more money. She could be investing more money right now. So she's doing what she thinks she should be doing, but there's no vision for her money. It is just like this day to day to day, right? And that's where I fix it. Because there's no vision, money becomes a treadmill, not like a journey. It's just, I'm just on this thing going through the motions, right? You're moving and you're not getting anywhere financially, right? So when I talk about creating a big picture plan, I'm not talking about rules and spreadsheets. I'm talking about alignment and flow and maybe some type of rhythm you take with your money. So feminine strategy when it comes to money is not about designing a system that works against your desires, but works with them. Okay. So when a lot of people are always saying like, when I make this plan, Shannon, you're going to tell me not to spend this much money on my Botox or on, getting coffee or on DoorDash or something. And they always think I'm coming for their, like, they're dining out and they're cleaning ladies. And I'm like, I am never coming for those categories. I want you to keep those. Okay. I'm coming for the categories and the things and the places you don't want to spend money. Okay. I am on your side here when I'm working with you. But it's really about asking, what do you actually want your money to do for you this year? When's the last time you asked yourself that? When's the last time you actually sat down and had those big picture questions, whether it's with your family or with your spouse or anybody else who's involved in your financial future? Like, think about those big picture questions, no longer of like, I need to just pay for this bill, but like, what do I truly want to do in the next 5 years? What do I truly want my money to do in the next 5 years? How can your savings and spending feel supportive, not restrictive? That's also a big picture question. Ooh, my favorite. What would overflow look like for you? Month by month, right? And I think you can go when you make a big picture plan for this. It's so exciting to think of overflow. Like for me, thinking about overflow at Christmas, ooh, even overflow at Halloween is like, then you can buy those really fun big decorations for Halloween. Or overflow at Christmas is just being able to like not even so much spend, at least for me, it wouldn't be so much about buying gifts or anything like that. It truly overflow would just be not worrying about money in the month of December. So I can focus on the magic of that time of year, right? Or maybe overflow for you happens in the summer months, like being able to, take your kids to France if you want to that month, or being able to take a month off of work if you have, some savings set aside or however it could work for you, being able to have overflow in summer look like that. Like what would overflow look like for you month to month to month of the entire year, right? And how good just by the way, okay, asking yourself these questions will invoke so much hope, possibility, abundance, just even thinking, if you think the thought about being able to not worry about money around Christmas time and feel that is like, oh, I want to feel like that all day long, right? Like, I want to feel that all day long. So when I build a financial plan with a client, we map out her 12 months of money with this exact energy. Everything is full of hope. Everything is full of possibility. Everything is full of abundance. We look at her income streams, her lifestyles, her goals, and we design a plan that creates both the structure that she needs and then also that freedom to feel good with your money, to feel like, money feels so good right now, right? Okay, so let me walk you through what that kind of looks like. So, first, we start with intentions, of course. I ask my client, what do you want this year to feel like financially? Like not pay off debt, save like no, 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 like what does it feel like in your body? If you were to name the emotion of when you think of what you truly want your money to feel like, is it safety that you seek with your money? Is it space, like spaciousness, space? Yeah, like spaciousness. That feels good. Does it feel luxurious? That's kind of more of like, I want to buy those nice, I want to buy the first class ticket to Paris. I want to buy um, that really fancy dress I saw at that store. I want to really have, a nice like piece in my house or something like that. Or I want to buy the couch that, is feels super soft and luxurious, something like that. So what is it for you right now? What do you want this year to feel like financially? And I would love to hear from you guys. If you write it in the comments on the podcast, if you write in the comments on YouTube, even email me back and let me know, what do you want it to feel like financially for you this year? And then we create anchors, okay? So savings goals that feel exciting, right? Not like they have to do this thing, but savings goals that will make them feel abundant, luxurious, spacious, whatever they're going for, right? Debt payoffs that build momentum instead of shame, right? A lot of people do debt payoff in a shameful place, right? Which I think then leads to you getting back into debt again. And there's also some strategy behind that, but I think a lot of time if you approach your debt with shame, if you have shame for that debt, if you have shame, I even have a debt payoff strategy that involves working with shame. Like when a client comes to me and they've heard of all the different ways to pay off debt, right? Like there's the snowball method, there's the avalanche method. I think we all can be familiar with those methods. I introduce a method that is like pay off the debt that makes you feel the most shame first. You will feel great. If you go with, maybe on a credit card, you bought something for an ex-boyfriend, or maybe on a credit card, you bought a program that you never invested in, or you bought something and you got scammed, even like that, right? Pay off that debt first. you'll see momentum fly after that. But you got to get through that shame first. Okay. Anyways, moving back, coming back to the anchors, and spending that feels value aligned, not just emotionally driven, but it's actually what you want to spend money on. So those are the ways I anchor in those intentions. All right. And then coming to the last piece of what we do is we create a flow. Okay. There are always going to be expenses that pop up when I'm working with clients, right? We could have their budget and their money management down to the last penny. And then guess what? The next month, something pops up. Oh, kids needs braces. Oh, she got pregnant. She's going to need to, buy another round of diapers in a couple months, or she's going to need to pay for prenatal pills and she needs to pay for visits, right? Like something pops up. Oh, my kid wants to join lacrosse. Okay, right. We're going to have to pay for all this stuff, right? That is a part of my money system that I show my clients. So I don't use a spreadsheet. I use You Need a Budget, which is my favorite budgeting software, also the software I'm certified in teaching. And I do that because it is fluid. Money is fluid on You Need a Budget. It is not set in a box on an Excel spreadsheet that you can never move around. Money is allowed to be fluid on YNAB. You can move money from that, Christmas category to a braces category. You can move money from the dining out category to then buying that nice dress that you wanted, right? Everything is fluid. And that's what makes it feel so flowy and makes it feel like it's not set in stone. There will be expenses that pop, and that's okay. You can still cover them. Or there will be things that like you can't cover with that money or whatever. And you can choose and make different decisions around your money. You are not victim to your spreadsheet. You're not victim to however the money was set into place when the month began, and now the month is different and life is different. Like, no, you get to choose to make it flow and make different decisions on how you want to spend your money. So by the end of this, my clients can see the entire year mapped out for them, right? They know exactly what's happening with their money, and it finally feels safe to dream again, to dream about money, to feel good about money, for money to feel spacious and abundant and lovely and fun, right? All right. So when you have this clarity, right, you have this big picture plan with your money, or we're like moving through, we're letting money flow. You have a system for how to manage your money. You have your anchors. You have this 12-month plan of your money, which is, oh, feels so good. Something magical starts to happen. You stop micromanaging every expense. You stop worrying if you're doing it right. I see that a lot with a lot. I'm like, am I doing YNAB right? Am I doing this right? And I'm always just like, you do it however you want to do it. You start trusting your system that you've built and we've built together with money. And suddenly your money starts expanding because now you finally have clarity on your money. You understand it, right? And clarity creates confidence, and confidence with your money creates that overflow that you have been asking and dying to feel lately, right? That's the feminine strategy behind a financial vision. There is structure, there is safety, there is freedom, and there is expansion. And it's a plan that supports the woman you're becoming, not just the one who's trying to get through the week and pay for all the bills. Okay? It's about supporting the woman who wants more, who dreams of having abundance and hope and possibility, and just knows that that life and that vision is for her, while she is also creating a financial support system. So if you're craving that kind of clarity, if you want to see what your next 12 months of wealth could look like, mapped out, simple, strategic, right? I want you to book a sales call with me. I have the link down below. It's a luxurious deep dive into your income, your spending, your savings, your debt, and your vision. Together, we'll create your personal big picture plan, the one that finally makes your money feel abundant, not rigid. You can apply for a session at the link down below. There is a couple application questions you do need to fill out before booking the call. And if you aren't a great fit, I will reach out to you and say, hey, I'm going to need to cancel this call. Money isn't meant to feel like control. It's meant to feel like confidence. It's meant to feel like abundant and fun and hopeful. And your big picture plan is right where it happens. So I hope you join me for episode number 3 about big picture money. This has been so fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. And I will see you in the next episode. Thanks again.